everyone, it's Kevin Magpie 24/7 and I hope you're all good. So, it's a new year, but we're going to talk about last year. Newcastle nil, Leeds United nil in what was a strange affair yesterday. Obviously, it was pissing down a rain, and obviously me and Paul sit in the front row, like at the Gallagher at the bottom, so we felt nothing but rain. Freezing, and it didn't look like the greatest of games either. Leeds came up for a point, and they very much got a point. But it's not really Leeds I'm bothered about, to be honest, because like Newcastle have done this before, where we've went away from home and we've defended and we've been hard to play against and played the dirty tactics, if you will, the shithousery, and they managed to get a point. And fair play to them, like good point for them away from home. They beat Liverpool at Anfield earlier on in the season, so it was never ever going to be an easy test. Leeds are a good side and a hard team to play against, as shown yesterday. But I know people talk about the referee. I know people talk about the game being strangled to death by the Leeds players, but we did have our chances to win this game. Sean Longstaff had a couple of really good chances. Chris Wood had a good chance. Sven Botman had a good chance. So we had our chances to win this game and win it comfortably. Um, as usual, and it's become something we've been accustomed to at St James's this season, where we've been a dominant side. We've had more of the general play, more of the general situation. Leeds, I think, only had one shot on target, which seems to be something that we're getting used to, seeing the other side struggle to get a shot on goal. Um, but we did have our chances, and I think it has raised a lot of questions online, and people saying, look, we need to get rid of the likes of Chris Wood, we need to get rid of the likes of Sean Longstaff. But I it in games like yesterday, where we need to break the team down and where we need to show the quality in the final third, like it's been shown numerous times this season that Sean Longstaff, Chris Wood, and even like Dan Burn to a certain extent, like they're not fit for those type of games. Like when you're against a better team, and they're going to come out a bit more and they're going to try and play football a bit more. Sean Longstaff off the ball is good for them types of games, or away from home, where the opposition are going to come out and try and play a little bit. But in games where you need to break teams down, Sean Longstaff is fucking useless at that. Like in terms of playing a ball or having that killer pass, he just doesn't have that. Um, do I think Sean Longstaff has a future at Newcastle? Absolutely. But I don't think in games like that, where you need to break the team down and we're going to have a lot of the ball, is he is it just doesn't suit his style of play, for me. So yeah, I mean, it's not just yesterday. Like you can look at the Crystal Palace game in the league, you can look at the Bournemouth game in the cup and the league. You can look at, like, there is a couple of like games where you look at it and be like, well, yeah, Sean can't be in a team where you're breaking a team down. And Chris Wood, like, I know he's getting a lot of shit online, but like at the end of the day, he's a third choice. For a third choice centre forward, he's quite decent. And like we were speaking about this on the True Faith podcast last night, and like I compared Chris Wood to Shola a little bit. Like I trust Chris Wood with absolutely nothing barring a penalty, because Shola could take a good penalty, like, and Chris Wood can take a good penalty, but he didn't put himself about. He didn't apply cell, and it was a very easy evening for Cooper and Koch, for Leeds in at centre back. So yeah, it's just it's just one of them where hard to play against, hard to break down, but we needed that quality in depth. And I think if anything, it shows if we're gonna be staying in around this top four fight, we're gonna need to bring in a couple of signings in January, maybe another centre midfielder. So when the games need that bit extra quality, you've got Sean Long. You don't need to use Sean Longstaff. You can use a player of a slightly better quality. Um, Maybe another winger as well, because obviously a plan B isn't very good when it's Jacob Murphy. Like I know, like he's a good runner and stuff, but obviously the quality isn't there. The good one thing he is good at is hitting the post. Like, barring that, like, but it's it it it's not one of them I'm going to dwell on too much. Obviously, we've got Arsenal in a couple of days. I'm looking forward to that one. I think we can really give Arsenal a challenge. I know it's their title to lose, 7 points clear, but I'm relishing it. I think it's one of them where we can really we can go in with nothing to lose. Like, we're a good side. We've proven that this season, and it's no easy game for Arsenal. And if we can win, it's very reminiscent of the game in 2001. I think when we went to Highbury and we won it famously 3-1. Like, we could always do it again, and it wouldn't be a shock if we did, to be honest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, there wasn't a great deal to talk about in the Leeds game, just a frustrating evening really. But I hope you all had a fantastic New Year, and whatever you want to aim for in the new year, go for it. I hope it's a class year for all years. But yeah, leave a like on the video. Drop a comment if you want to let us know how the game went and what you're thinking going into the Arsenal game. But yeah, see what 2023 brings, and I'll catch you on the next Magpie 24/7 video, and I'll catch you in a bit. See you later.